Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Just eases him off the ball. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And it's Soboslai. Pedri. De Bruyne unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Rice for Conte. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. Thuram! Bellingham finds himself offside. Well-timed, excellent interception. Pedri.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And here's Thuram. Kante does really well to win the ball there. Goes down, but nothing given. And here's Dembele. Looking to play him in. Now it's Thuram. No, he's had it taken off him. And no, that was never going to make it. De Bruyne.
Argentina really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Bellingham. And it's Mendes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. De Bruyne. Chouameni. And it's Pedri. De Bruyne. That's a delicate pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dumfries. And they can counter here. Konate. Now he's off and running. Nuno Mendes. It's Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Nuno Mendes. Here's Chouameni. And it's Pedri. Pedri tries to pass it through. Now, and again! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Mendes wins the duel this time.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pedri. Bellingham. Tries to play it through. And here's Thuram. Looking for up. There's the shot! Well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Japan restore parity. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And we're already back up and tries a shot! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Dembele can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And he's forced to go back. Dumfries.
Might want to be careful there.
And Mendes. Van Dijk. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Haaland. Good read, needed to be. Szoboszlai. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ball in towards the middle. Impressive jump! They want to be quick to recover this. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Almost an hour gone. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pedri. And here's Thuram.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And it's De Bruyne. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bellingham. Thuram. Bruno Fernandes. Can he get it through? Oh, good read. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's intervened well there.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
De Bruyne.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pedri. And here's Thuram.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
De Bruyne. Dembele. Pressure coming in from all directions. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's his chance to lead the counter. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pass somewhat off target. And that's been won straight back. And here's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Thuram. The ball has bounced loose now. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come. So let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Played towards the other side.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Nuno Mendes. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, nice touch. Big chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Japan leading now. Nuno Mendes. Van Dijk. And it's Chouameni for Rice. Musiala. Bruno Fernandes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Griezmann. Rice. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's hoisted clear. Casemiro clears. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Casemiro. And it's Musiala. And here's Haaland. Played out wide. Haaland. And it's Valverde. Bruno Fernandes. And now the breakaway. Casemiro. And it is half-time in extra time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. The team's then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Haaland.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And Cherki. Musiala. Rice going forward. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Griezmann. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chips it through, and he was quick to react.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Japan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Cherki, who does have an assist to his name. Matheus Cunha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Griezmann. And that's that. Japan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Tchouaméni, good-looking ball. Conte. Mendes cuts out the pass. Tchouaméni, pretty cagey early on from both sides. He's in a great position here. Now it's Yamal. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Argentina definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Bellingham. Nuno Mendes. Konate. And it's Rice. Little pass back. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's onto this. Good ball, good take. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Tchouaméni. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Goulet. Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, this could be a chance. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Conte. And here's Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still goalless. Rice. Half an hour played now. Oh, that... And the finish!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now that's well seen too.
That's going in strongly.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Argentina definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And a chance! And the ball's come loose here. That's a sharp pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread to the right. Delivers with... Getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
Thuram certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Chouameni. Now it's Rice. Bruno Fernandes. And he was alert to it. Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Donnarumma clears. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Conte. Threads one in. He's trying to hit the front line here. Konate wins the duel this time. And he welcomes it in. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a wide position. Szoboszlai. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. That gets us going once more.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Chouameni for Szoboszlai. Goulet. Bruno Fernandes. He's on it. Can he get away? Chance! It's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, what a ball! Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bruno Fernandes currently being He's had a shot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
Alvarez! Goal! Argentina! And again they hit the front. Argentina leading now. He is just caressing the ball. Valverde crosses. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Konate gets it clear. Japan still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
The muscular approach does pay off here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Haaland. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Thuram. And the counter is on. Oh, good take in a good area. He has found the way through. Real. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Argentina with the corner. They're first. And a header! Oh, crossbar! And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Chouameni at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Szoboszlai. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Matthias Cunha. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's got away from him. Matthias Cunha picked out brilliantly. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Argentina, palpably stronger, better, superior.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, good climb! This time, surely! Valverde. Alvarez. This is a promising build-up. No, he's not getting past him there. And the referee brings it to a close. Japan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Haaland. He's picked his way through.
Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Yamal. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's a little off target. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yamal. Chouameni. Pedri. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's a good run down the right. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Argentina couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's burst through. Pedri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Conte. Good take, and is he in? Bellingham. He's got away. And it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. It's a promising position. Incoming, getting up there!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alvarez. Yamal.
Argentina definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Bruno Fernandes. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. And it's Bellingham. Conte. This looks promising. Chouameni.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pedri. Spread it left. Thuram. And he's cut it out. And that is well cleared. That is good progress on the left. And here's Thuram. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Thuram. And Jamal. Pedri. Van Dijk gets across and deals with it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pedri. And here's Alvarez. Van Dijk. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that was vital. Bruno Fernandes. Alvarez. Great defending, strong and determined. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
No way through.
Conte really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gives it back. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And we have liftoff! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Japan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now it's Jamal. Bellingham. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Rice. Well, that has not gone well. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Distributed tidily. The ball's... There's the header! And there's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Thuram. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Konate. And no, that was never going to make it. Rice. Bruno Fernandes being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
So we have movement on both benches. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a sharp pass. Strokes it back. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cherky, unable to make it happen. Oh, what has happened here? Deftly away. Some good work on the right flank here. Knocks it into space. Mullen! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mendes can clear it away. Soboslai, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Oh, that's fabulous. Chucky! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Japan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Musiala. We are into stoppage time. Now it's Thuram. Valverde. Marlen. Nice physical challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Japan are down to 10 men. So here comes the substitution. Good ball, good take. Soboslai. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And he's picked it up out wide. Played in. He leaps for it. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's...
Haaland! They want to be quick to recover this. Bellingham. And this is Kante. Saliba can get it clear. Oh, well played. He'll try from distance. Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Dumfries. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, lovely bit of skill. It's played through for him. Alvarez. Yamal. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he's managed to get free. Yamal. Here's Chouameni. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Conte. And here's Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Terrific effort, and again! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Szoboszlai. Nuno Mendes. Saliba. And it's Pedri. This is a promising build-up. Plays a shot. Can he finish? And there's a goal! Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Conte. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Thuram. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, that was vital. Pedri. Pedri makes a dash for it. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now there's a fine ball. And it's been hooked away. And they're back on the ball again. Dumfries. And here's Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. Thuram shot a goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes goes short. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, good effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Corner number 4 coming up here. He's rising! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Looking for options for movement. Chouameni. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Oh, super find. Alvarez. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Pedri. Yamal. And he's straight offside. And that is the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Japan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So right back into the action. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball, good take. Thuram receives it in a good position here. That's a sharp pass.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Chouameni. And here's Alvarez, looking to play him in. Dumfries did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's intervened well there. Chouameni. It's Pedri. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Thinks about the shot. Great chance! And it's in! Barely into the second half. And already it is heating up. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Argentina cut their deficit. Decent chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They're up to 5 corners now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Nice bit of trickery. Foot in. Bellingham getting forward. Saliba. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
He is through here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Haaland absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's managed to get rid. Alvarez. Conte. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Over to the right flank. Mendes spots it and intercepts. Mendes with the clearance.
Argentina really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Alvarez.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Tries a shot! It's run Bruno Fernandes! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Goulet plays the return pass. Threads one in. Dembele! And he's following up! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Argentina really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Thuram being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's through here. And it's made it. And the shot! And that really should have been that.
Shirky really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Towering header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's a lucky 7th corner. And that has been cleared. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. And he's quick to get rid.
Japan can really think...
Shot, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Goes looking wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Casemiro getting this one clear. And he can clear it away. What a throw in. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Bellingham with a definite foul there. Nuno Mendes. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's Conte. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rice. And here's Thuram. Well, that is one way to stop him. Tchouaméni going forward. And here's Valverde. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And it's Valverde. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Conte. And he's quick to return it. And the ball is out of play. Quarter of an hour played.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And it's Valverde. Rice. Valverde. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a throw-in. Dumfries. It's Van Dijk. Rice. Now it's Thuram. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Dumfries. Has a look up and delivers. Cleared away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, sweet feet. To Bruno Fernandes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tchouaméni. Oh, can he get onto this? Konate makes the interception. Nicely aimed pass. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! It's hit the upright. Rice. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Rice. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for the big chance! Goal! Japan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Japan are looking to break at pace.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Valverde, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Thuram! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Dumfries. And no, that was never going to make it. Nuno Mendes. Out towards the flank. In towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball. Chouameni. No way through there. And that is the end of the first half. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Japan clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Japan firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Just eases him off the ball. That's a pretty loose pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nuno Mendes. Bellingham in acres of space out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Spread to the right. That's a lovely, neat pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's on it. Can he get away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Bruno Fernandes being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Foot in. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Bruno Fernandes. Rice. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Time and again, they are repelled. Thuongbaybi really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Valverde. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chelsea appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Thinks about the shot. It's Dembele! Goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Oh, that is a nice touch. And he's gone backward here. Valverde. And he's picked it up out wide. Looks across and plays it in.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Dembele. And here's Wirtz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Thuongbaybi. Great vision. Marquinhos with a fine tackle. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's put paid to the danger. Conte. Now there's a fine ball. And this is Kante. That's going to go a long way. And now they can clear their lines. That's good running with the ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Japan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Courtois claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham. Rice. Now it's Haaland. Great vision. Oh, this is a Bellingham! This their second corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes goes short. That's a good ball out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. So, third corner of the game. Nuno Mendes, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Dumfries has it out wide and in space. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Thuram, and he's managed to get free. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he's there to get it away. Goulet. And here's Alvarez.
Alvarez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That ball looks a good one. Alvarez, can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he get on the end of this? Plays a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Argentina are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Good take, and is he in? Shot, surely! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Kante. Now it's Haaland. Dumfries. Kante wants to run onto this. Dumfries. Dumfries tries across. Another pass. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Has a look up and delivers. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Japan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Alvarez. And that's gone loose. Bruno Fernandes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dumfries attempts a clearance. Konate. Great defending, strong and determined. Rice. Bellingham. Rice. Now it's Alvarez. Shot could... And a chance! And it's there! And they are... And that is all they have time for. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
Japan really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Yamal. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Argentina are down to 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Conte. Rice. Nuno Mendes. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, important interception.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Tchouaméni played into space. That is good alertness. Bruno Fernandes needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's a searching pass. Donnarumma tries to clear. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Ball played for Conte.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Back where it came from. Oh, well played, well played. Played out to the left flank. Rice, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Bellingham. Closing in on goal. And he shoots! Conte. Bellingham.
Argentina have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rice opts for safety. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And it's Denzel Dumfries. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes. Great ball, and he's in here. He's in a... Tries a shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Tchouaméni. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's in on goal. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well timed, excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target.
Might want to be careful there.
Now that looks a... Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Nuno Mendes. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Conte. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Dumfries. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that will be the final act. Japan have very little in the way of excuses here. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. Conte. And here's Bruno Fernandes! Oh, brilliant from Bruno Fernandes!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's a waste. Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vinicius Junior. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Bellingham. It's a good run, this. One that is high in energy. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Argentina have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Here's the header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Argentina have their second corner now. That'll be a throw. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Pedri, and he's gone backward here. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pedri. Kante, who does have an assist to his name. And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham. He's shifting through the gears here. That's going across. Towering header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That pass has been well intercepted. Yamal in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Thuram. Rice. Van Dijk. Yamal. Well, that has not gone well. Rice. This is a promising build-up. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Conte. And he's hit. Surely! And a neat finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Japan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Rice played into space out wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Van Dijk. And it's Tchouaméni. Bruno Fernandes. That's a good ball out wide. Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And for the first half, that is that. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Japan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And they've got rid. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Threads one. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Argentina cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference, a half-time rocket from the manager.
Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Conte, passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Thuram. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham wants to run onto this. Van Dijk. Bruno Fernandes. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well seen. Saw that coming. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. And that's off target. Nuno Mendes. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because
He's having a shot! It's in! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Japan go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And he was quick to react. And here's Thuram.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Drills one in. Rice. Looking to play him in. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. Played out wide. Chouameni. And here's Kante. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Haaland. Ah, he's given it away. This much chance! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. He's rising! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
João Neves. Valverde. Tries one from range. Oh, no. That could be a costly miss. Now, that looks a decent ball. It's a threatening ball. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it did.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening. and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. And here's Thuram.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well read, nice interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's managed to get free. Rice. Can he finish? Goal! Japan! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Goes for a shot! Bruno Fernandes is the guilty party there. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Pedri. And that is a little undercooked.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rice. And here's Thuram. And the counter is on. Thuram. Bellingham. That's a sharp pass. Yamal. And here's Alvarez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Konate. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rice. Thuram. Well timed, excellent interception. Pedri. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, good ball. And the shot! And it's in. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Conte. And here's Osimhen. And the shot! Off the post! And that's a sharp finish!
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, this looks sharp. Chouameni. Chance here to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Yamal. Now it's Thuram. And that's another good win of the ball. Rice. This is a promising build-up. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Chouameni. Japan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And here's Thuram. Tries to pass it through. And he was alert to it. And he's there to belt it away. The ball has bounced loose now. Alvarez is having a shot! Rice, given the lift of his goal. Conte, lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been cut out, well played. Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Pedri. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Dumfries gets it away. Pedri, great vision. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, there's the clearance. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that is the end of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Japan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Conte. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Thuram. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Might be danger here. Can he get it through? Bruno Fernandes delivers.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bruno Fernandes. Rice. Bruno Fernandes under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Japan, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Now, can they get him away? Pedri. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Konate. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking to play him in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So we have movement on both benches.
Japan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Argentina cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Great chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Wits. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
And here's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Defending of the desperate variety. And they've got a throw.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played out towards the right wing. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Showing great feet there. There's the header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, good effort! And there's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And it's Dembele. Matthews Cunha has a look and plays it forward. Now that looks a decent ball, and that could set him on his way. Japan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. So will they make it count again? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he's been shifted off it. Brilliantly cut out. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Schuberschlei. And that is that. Japan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Rice picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.